Okay. It's Gertie Mack, and let's talk about Indiana Fever, Christy Wallace. So Indiana Fever won a big game the other day against New York Liberty, the number one team in the Eastern Conference, probably the WNBA. But they pulled out the home win. Caitlin Clark, she didn't do much in the second half, but she still gave some amazing passes and, made history as a triple double. Well, but Christy Wallace, Christy Sides made some changes to her lineup for that game. And I want to say maybe the game before, but the change that she made is a change that people and the fans had been pleading for her to change, and that is Christy Wallace. People felt like Christy Wallace did not gel with Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and the rest of the players, and felt like she actually was the one for some of their losses, especially against Seattle Storm. After that game, the comment section was filled with people calling for Christy Sides to take Christy Wallace out of the game, and even feeling like, she's showing favoritism by not taking her out because Christy Wallace is not a good defender. People really got upset when Celeste Taylor, who was a defensive player of the year in college multiple times, was waived by Christy Sides. And people felt like, well, why would you waive her when you need somebody on defense, but you keep Christy Wallace? Well, Christy Wallace was in the starting lineup, but she is not anymore. She was replaced by Katie Lou. But Christy Wallace, she had some moments throughout the season where, she was doing her thing. But maybe she is an offensive player, and maybe she is just not that great on defense. I mean, yes, you had Caitlin Clark shooting threes. You have Aaliyah Boston down in the paint. And you have Kelsey Mitchell, she is shooting threes. But just offense alone is not going to just win you games. You have to get stops. And Christy Wallace, in some games, just could not keep up with the person that was in front of her. And the Seattle Storm game definitely exposed that. So, but like I say, you got to give her some credit. At the end of the day, she's been in the league for about 6, 7, 8 years. But she is now, made Indiana Fever a part of the Olympics, but not by being on the Indiana Fever team or the USA team. Christy Wallace will be playing in the 2024 Paris Olympics with her where she is from, Australia. So she will be on the Aussie roster. They released the roster and she is on there with some other teammates. If you know she's from there, but she went to college in Baylor, down there in Texas. I want to say that's Waco. But this is good for her because with her recently being benched, that can kind of like do something to your spirit. You're a professional sports player. You feel that you're good. If don't nobody else feel that you're good, offense or defense, it's up to you to have that confidence to feel that you're good yourself. So I'm sure that she has that confidence, as sure as all of them does. But to get benched, and I don't even think she even played in the New York Liberty game, that has to hurt a little bit because you went from being a starter to not being a starter. So that clearly means that your playing time may be coming to a halt, and potentially you may can get waived. But to be able to make it to the 2024 Paris Olympics, because I want to say nobody on the Indiana Fever team made the roster for the USA Women Olympic team. So by Christy Wallace being able to accomplish and get her a spot to be in the Paris Olympics, this is great. And it may be a boost of confidence for her after the Olympic break is over and she come back. Maybe she can earn her spot again, and maybe she can improve her defense. But Indiana Fever did show her some love because I'm sure they're happy. Regardless her play has not been up to par. I'm sure that they are happy to have someone from their team being a representation of Indiana Fever. Even though she is going to be playing for Australia, she is an Indiana Fever player, and she is on the roster, and she is going to be over there in the Paris Olympics playing with Australia. So we'll see how that matchup goes when she plays against the USA team. But like I say, this is good for her. She's been receiving a lot of backlash. She's been receiving a lot of criticism. The comment section, if you just look at what people have to say, even now with her making the Olympics, people are still kind of roasting her a little bit. But y'all give her a little break, because everybody has some bad games. Not just a bad day, some bad games. Maybe the Indiana Fever team is not the right fit for her. Maybe she needs to go to another team. Or maybe this break to go play in the Olympics may be exactly what she needs. But congrats to Christy Wallace on making it to the 2024 Paris Olympics, and I wish her the best. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. Holla.